Hey there everyone, ni hao, this is Chiquito and finally I'm in Bolivia. So today I'm gonna take you to a tropical paradise. 我们开始吧。And here we go. We're starting off this video in my hometown Cochabamba, nearby Cristo de la Concordia, a statue of Jesus Christ overlooking the whole city. From there, we will cross half of the region, going through valleys, foothills, subtropical highlands and lowlands, and much more, until we reach the subtropical touristy town of Villa Tunari in Chapare. In this video, we will focus more on the road itself, this changing scenery, and the variety and beauty that is accessible within just a few hours' ride. So the road is gonna take us between 6 to 7 hours because this place was blocked for a couple of days, so people couldn't leave because there was a landslide a couple of days ago, so the cars couldn't pass through. That's why now everybody who couldn't get there throughout these days is gonna get there now. So it's gonna take us longer than usual. Usually it's just like between 3 to 4 hours max. As soon as we leave the city, you will see how not only does the landscape change, but also the architecture. Houses out here on the road are mostly made out of mud brick, denoting an economic disparity between city and countryside. I used to feel so much pity for people living out here in the middle of nowhere when I was a kid, but now I doubt my younger self was correct, as I believe these people have nothing to envy us for. They live in cleaner lands, closer to nature, and perhaps closer to life itself. We are arriving to a little town called Colomi, where we're gonna get some food. And when I was little, we used to get to this place always and always grab some food. It's pretty delicious. I'm gonna show you soon what kind of food. It's really, really good. Something I truly love about roads in Bolivia is that there's always a lot of animals on them, be it cows grazing freely on the land, sheep chilling by the side of the road, or dogs. Lots of dogs wandering around. After paying the toll, we arrived in Colomi, and this is its market, which wasn't functioning at the moment I was filming it. Here, they usually sell lots of things, but mostly potatoes, as Colomi has one of the biggest varieties of potatoes in the country, with more than 60 types.
Comprar pejerrey sin huesito es. Ay, también, mute voy, caramba, no puedo.
Le estás riñendo a tu amiga.
¿Ya fuiste más?
Sí, por favor. Uy, cheque. Gracias. Gracias, gracias. Olvidado, gracias. Oh, we almost forgot the most important one. This is called quesillo. It's a type of cheese here in Bolivia. It's super delicious. ¡Se me ríe! These cholitas kept laughing at me, but don't get me wrong, they aren't making fun of us, just interacting the way they normally do, intrigued to see foreigners and very friendly and playful in their interactions with them. That's a common characteristic of people in the countryside of Bolivia. ¿Tenías hambre?
Sí, la verdad sí.
Y igual, querías comer todo el tiempo. No desayunaba en especial para venir a comer acá,
No,
la
verdad.
So this is definitely one of the highlights of the trip, where you get a little bit of food for the road basically. And we usually get quesillo, this type of cheese. We get pejerrey, which is this fish. I don't know the English name, to be honest. And beans, I believe, called habas here. Okay, I'm gonna try a little bit of this quesillo first. Oh, super good. The texture is very soft. Literally, it breaks down in your mouth. Okay, I'm gonna try the fish now. It's quite incredible. It's deep fried. Very crunchy, oily. And I think it's with the bones, but this type of fish you can eat with the bone. It's so good. This one you can peel it or eat with the skin. It doesn't matter. I usually eat it without the skin, and then I eat the skin. So fresh. Marcin, ¿de dónde es tu papel?
De China.
Oh yeah, I wasn't expecting encountering Chinese dishes so soon after leaving China. And let me get a bite of the potato, because potato in Bolivia is incredible. It has so much flavor. It's so creamy, like really creamy. And the skin is also so flavorful, really. It adds on to the texture of the potato itself. Wraps it up. So nice. Qué bueno. After devouring the food like I haven't eaten for days, we were set off to continue with the trip, as we had more than 2/3 of the road ahead of us, and there is not only beautiful landscapes to be seen, but also more food to be eaten. Now, past Colomi, you can clearly see how has the landscape quickly changed as we're getting higher over the sea level. This area is known for having a subtropical highland climate, which is quite peculiar since it's sort of chill but very humid and green at the same time, not something you would often see up high in the mountains. And this magnificent lake is called Corani, which already belongs to the province of Chapare. Here people come to rent cottage houses and spend some time enjoying the scenery and fresh air. There's also a lot of restaurants nearby that take advantage of the lake itself and offer a variety of great freshwater fish. Though this building over here isn't the restaurant, but something way more interesting. Okay, we are in this place that we call the witch's house, and ever since I was a kid this house existed. I never knew its purpose, but it was always sort of abandoned, smelling bad and looking like out of a horror movie. But it's pretty cool actually. Okay, oh, this is so cool actually. How to get up? Oh, this way. Okay, apparently it's like a little tower from where you can see what's over there. Let's get up. Let's see. Oh, you have to climb this way. And you can even climb higher, but there's no way I'm doing that. Sorry guys, I'm afraid of heights. I'm not doing that last part. Basically, the view you get from the tower isn't that much better than that of the roads, and it's a bit dangerous to climb up there. So I recommend you guys to stop by, take photos by the haunted lighthouse, and move on. It's very pretty, but not much more to do from here, to be honest. Let's get back into the car.
Mal bicho, todos te dicen que sos mal bicho, haces como te ves, mal bicho.
Let's forget about my embarrassing singing for a moment and continue with the road trip, as our next destination is a restaurant half an hour away from the haunted house. There, they sell very fresh fish raised at the same location. It's crazy because this place actually is pretty chill outside, and yet it's very humid and there's so much nature. So many plants are hanging from the rocks, and there is mold, I think, everywhere. Every single rock is covered in green. The climate keeps changing by the minute. Now we're in this misty area. It's quite dangerous to ride here, as the mist sometimes covers the whole road and drivers are forced to slow down as almost nothing is visible to them. And it's so crazy that the mist is everywhere, and then it gets very sort of cloudy, but then there's another section that has sun straight away after it, and it's like sun, shadow, all over the place. It's really cool, really cool to see that.
I was yours from the start.
It's so sad when you see things like that, but that happens very often in this route. I think every time I've traveled here, always seen something quite like that happening. Super sad. Okay, we have arrived to this place where we used to come to have lunch. It's called El Conquistador, and they have a type of fish called trucha. I don't know the English name, to be honest. They raise them here in this same place, and then they just pick them up very fresh. They grab them from here, from the water, and you eat them, and it's so fresh and so delicious. But before we try out this deliciously fresh fish, let's explore this place a little bit more. And it's incredibly green over here because
this area is very high up in the mountain, but it's still very tropical, so it's extremely humid. So many birds making beautiful sounds. It's quite magical, seriously. I just love it, and it brings back such nice memories. As far as I remember, in these pools there used to be fish. It was full of fish, but probably, I'm not sure, business maybe it's not the same. There's only one pool left, and I don't see that many fish swimming over there. And there's a lot of insects as well, and like so many weird insects that I have never seen before. The whole stream is full of spider webs.
It was time to leave the spiders behind, as I wanted to show you guys how the restaurant raises their fish.
This is where they keep the fish, but it's divided by size. They keep the smallest fish here on the smaller pools. So cool, actually I didn't know any of this. And then once they grow, they move them to a bigger pool where they can swim. I don't know if you can see the fish clearly, I hope so. But yeah, let me show you a bit more. And once they are fully grown, they move them into the bigger pool where they just swim freely and wait to be caught. And actually it's so cool, the fish look like their fins are out. It looks like a bunch of tiny sharks being grown. And let me show you the source of all of this. Where does all this water come from to grow the fish, making it so natural, so fresh, so good for the fish to be raised. And that's why their flavor is also so great. As you can see, all the water comes up from that stream up in the mountain.
That's how the restaurant ensures that all the fish raised are served fresh, in the best possible conditions, as close to their natural habitat as possible. The result of it is this magnificent dish that I couldn't wait any longer to try.
So this is a different kind of lemon. It's like mandarin lemon, and it's pretty sour actually and very strong. Let's put some into the fish.
Actually, this type of tangerine lemon complements the fish perfectly, offering only a subtle infusion of flavor without overpowering the delicate taste of the fish.
It doesn't even taste like fish. Tastes like meat.
Well, it does taste like fish, just that since it's freshwater fish and thoroughly fried, the flavor resembles a little bit of that of meat. Either way, it's quite delicious.
We're drinking this soda called Simba, and it has many flavors. It's also from Coca-Cola, but I think it's only made in Bolivia probably, and it uses like the local fruit to make different flavors. This one is pineapple, yeah, piña. So good. Más rica que Coca-Cola, la verdad. ¿No ve? Sí, buenísimo. My favorite one, yuca, with some yahua. Okay, I'm gonna eat the skin. And also you can eat the tail. It's so pretty actually, it has some leopard-like spots. That's my favorite part for sure.
And just like that, and without even noticing, we finished all of the fish. The only thing left to try was the salad, which I almost forgot about. Salads in Bolivia are normally quite simple. In this case, onions, lettuce, beetroot, carrots, and some tomatoes.
Very simple, but so good. Oh, I'm so full. That's so satisfied. Finish everything. We gotta continue the road.
I forgot to tell you that throughout the whole route you will see these shrines. They are memorial crosses for those who had lost their lives in accidents in that specific spot of the highway. So I warn you again, be very careful when driving around Bolivian roads. Remember, safety goes first. Immediately after leaving the restaurant, the climate changed again, this time more drastically. First with a few palm and banana trees here and there, followed by some small streams, and then with an abundance of greenery and beauty alongside with much warmer weather.
I think that's the most interesting thing about this route, that it just keeps changing so quickly all the time. Like literally 30 minutes ago we were in a forest, and now we are in the tropics. It's just quite incredible.
Shortly after those 3 tunnels, we enter a zone that used to be the most problematic part of the highway to Villa Tunari, El Sillar. This zone is known for being very geologically unstable, with landslides happening frequently due to the high humidity and abundance of water streams. It used to be the toughest one to ride, taking most of your time when traveling through Chapare. But now, ever since they built a dual carriageway, it is by far the most enjoyable and easy part to drive of the whole route.
We're in the tropics now and it's absolutely gorgeous. It's just all the mountains, so high, fully covered with greenery, with plants, palm trees, huge trees with huge leaves, completely different from what I'm used to. It's just incredible. And as you can see, the river has changed now. It's a much more turbulent water. Also, the stream is much stronger, the river is wider than it was before up in the mountains.
And just like that, we're back in the single-lane highway. But that's okay, as it means we're getting closer to our destination. The landscape became more flat, and there are way more settlements popping up by the road, most of them selling something such as bananas, or in this case, coca leaves. Don't worry, I'll have a separate video on coca leaves and their importance in Bolivian culture, cause it's not quite like you think, or perhaps it is. Anyway, I hope I won't get in trouble for it.
¿Tanto tostado? No, tenemos bastante ya. Gracias. I was little, this is where we used to jump to the water from here. It was just incredible to do this all the time. It's so nice that it's still here and it's actually much prettier than I remember. Oh, yeah.
This is it. We've arrived to Villa Tunari. On my next video, we will explore the town and some of the activities worth trying out here. As for now, we have to rest after the long road.
That's it from me today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave it a thumbs up. Don't forget to leave your comments below if you have something to say, and share with your friends if you want somebody else to see this video, okay? I'll see you in the next one. The way.